Hello, I'm Brooke. I'm one of the Biovigil trainers, and I'm here to train everyone. So, okay. First of all, the Biovigil hand hygiene system is a reminder and awareness system to promote patient safety and decrease infection rates. So, the purpose is overall safety, and it's a tool to remind staff to wash and sanitize their hands if they forget. Okay? So, I am going to give you this. It's a key. It's yours to keep. It's a user key. Everybody gets one. It stays right on your badge clip for easy storage and so you don't lose it, okay? Right now the system is in the ICU, DOU, OB, Med-Surg, and even radiology, okay? These badges are located in those areas. They sit on little blue base stations where they charge. You want to pick up a green one, okay? When you pick it up, it turns purple. I don't know if you can see it, purple. Now, in order to use it, you take your key, which you have, okay? I have one here as well. Point it towards the top. You can use this one here. Point it towards the black part, okay? And press the button that's right there. Just like that. Now you're ready to wear it. So now you clip it.
So I heard the beep.
Yes.
And then it lights up.
Now
So
you're all
now
done.
we're ready.
Yep.
Okay.
Now you want to clip it by your shoulder, okay? So just pinch your shoulder and clip it. It doesn't matter which side. The reason being, it needs to see the ceiling so that it can know when you go in and out of patient rooms, okay? Now for every
So
patient,
would it be possible for the head to cover?
that's
It
why
wouldn't-
we use the
Okay,
shoulder.
okay.
Yep. For every patient room entry and exit, everybody already washes or sanitizes their hands, so that's what you still do now. I actually have to run back there to get sanitizer because I'm all out. So,
Do I need to do that too?
I will get you some.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah. All good.
Okay. You may have to high five, but that's okay. Okay. So you rub the sanitizer in, and you can do this while you're moving. You don't have to stop. Okay. Once you have it about 50% of the way, take a cupped hand like this, put it up to the badge. Mine went off. Try it again. Did it go off when mine went off?
Mm-mm.
You sure? Try it again.
Well, let's check it. Well, there you go.
Maybe you're
I hear a noise like whine. And
well,
let me go
mine-
try.
Okay, you can try again. Basically what's happening is it's picking up the alcohol vapors that are in the sanitizer. That's what makes it beep. If you wait too long and your hands are dry, it doesn't work. If you use a
Maybe.
flat hand, it doesn't work as well. That's why we use a cupped hand, okay? There you go, okay? Exactly.
Probably got too dry.
Yep. So now from the moment you do that, you have 45 seconds to enter your room and you should be fine. You don't have to sanitize before you get in your room. You can do it after as well, okay? If you forget, the badge reminds you. It does the following. You can see the light changes to yellow and it will beep and vibrate to remind you, okay? This reminder is 45 seconds in length, so you have time to set your things down. At the end, there's the first beep and vibration. At the end, it turns red and stops, okay? If you want to wash your hands at a sink, you can do that too.
When it turns red,
Mhm.
you said it turns red and stops.
Yeah, it stops beeping.
And what is that signifying?
That you have not washed your hands when you
Okay.
need to.
Okay.
Okay?
So red is the drop dead color.
Yes, like a stoplight. Okay? If you want to wash your hands at a sink, you have to do 3 things. Stand in front of the sink, wash your hands for 15 seconds. Once you're there for 15 seconds, the light turns blue. When you're done, take your hand while you're at the sink, it could be wet or dry, put it up to it, and it goes off and says you wash your hands. Okay? That's all you need to do. If you happen to be standing by a sink and the badge goes blue, just ignore it. It's not a big deal. It will go back to the previous color when you walk away. Okay? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let's say you need to leave a room of a patient who is C. diff, okay? And in those rooms you are supposed to wash your hands with soap and water. If you use sanitizer, which I will go get again, I will show you what happens. The badge will not accept it. it will actually deny that, flash blue, and tell me I have to go to a sink to wash my hands. Once I do,
Because it's a C. diff patient.
exactly. Once I do, it then turns green, and I should be all set. Okay? All right. Questions so far?
In a C. diff room,
Mm-hmm.
when you're gowned and all your PPE,
Mm-hmm.
how do you clean this?
Good, okay, good question. I'm going to answer how you put everything on. Let's start there. So, when you have to go into an isolation room, there's two ways you can do it. One, you can sanitize your hands first and put your hand to the badge, then put your gown and gloves on. You actually get extra time to put your gown and gloves on.
Over, just like your
Over
badge
the badge,
and
yep, over everything.
Okay.
Or if you forgot and you already have your gown on, the sanitizer will read through the gown. So you can put your hand up to the gown.
Okay.
And then it knows that you have clean hands. Okay?
But in any case, you don't want this outside the gown, you want it underneath?
Yes, correct. It's just like this. You want to keep everything underneath clean.
Okay.
That is a great question. That's a good question. Okay, couple more things. If you need to step into a room to ask a question, maybe ask a patient if they need anything, and if you don't hand hygiene, the badge turns yellow, just like it always does. If you leave within 45 seconds, it will stop. So it gives you the opportunity to, let's say you go and your patient's not even there, you can leave and use your best judgment if you need to do hand hygiene, okay? If you do the opposite, the same thing happens. If you need to step out of a room to ask for help, the badge will remind you. Once you re-enter, if it's within 45 seconds, the badge will stop reminding you, okay? See, lastly, if there is an emergency or a code and you have to run into your room, I'll have you show this. There is a button on the badge right here. Go ahead and hit it 2 times like a mouse, like a double click. 1, 2. Good. Now it goes dark. So if you go in your room, it stays dark. It doesn't remind you. You can go in and out of that room as many times as you need to, and it stays quiet, so you don't get alerted constantly. It will only stay dark for one room at a time. So if you go out of one room into another, it will light up.
So it's reading, so it'll know I'm now not in this room anymore.
Correct.
I go to the next room, and it's gonna sense that.
Correct.
And it will come alive again.
Yes, it will start
And we'll see
reminding.
the colors.
Yep. If you do want to turn it back on, without going into a different room, just sanitize or wash your hands. And it
And
will
then
turn
cup.
back on. Yep, and it will turn back on. Okay. Let's see, when you're done, all you need to do is go put it back. It will automatically turn purple and then begin to charge. If you want to clean it, just use a cleaning wipe and wipe it down. Any questions?
How long will, now that it's charged, I get it for the day, I work a 12-hour shift, I'm good for charge?
Yep, it should last, it depends on the usage, but it can last up to 20 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. That is it.